Thank you so much for joining me for this full-length Pilates mat class where we'll be focusing on arms. I have ball weights today. They are 2 pounds. I like to work with lighter weights when I'm working with arms so I can make sure that I'm focusing on the muscles that I really want to focus on and maintaining a stable core and neutral spine, or a correctly curved spine, not getting into my neck. All those things that we don't want to do at the end of an arms class, right? So let's go ahead, tug your tail, articulate back to the mat. My knees are bent. My legs can be separated slightly, no wider than my sits bones. I have a nice stable sacrum, meaning that my tailbone and the back of my 2 hip bones are on the mat. I'm drawing my ribs together on the front, but I'm melting my ribs into the mat on the back. There's a slight lift between the top of my back hip bone to my 12th rib, which is actually really a lot lower than we would think it is if we don't know. My shoulder blades are nice and flat and wide. I have a nice open collarbone. My sternum soft. My belly button is sinking to my spine, and I'm going to go ahead and begin. I have my arms reaching down by my sides. The balls or weights are in my hand, palms up. I'm going to bend my elbows slightly. Sorry, my glasses are going into my eyelashes. And I'm going to hover my arms off the mat, just an inch or 2, reaching my arms long, squeezing under the arms, and lower them back down. And then I'm going to float them up and lower them down. I should not feel my shoulder blade shifting on the mat or my shoulders rising. Let's do 2 more. Now hover them back up, slight bend in the elbow. Now bend the arms in and straighten them. Bicep curl. Keep the shoulder blades nice and wide. Come to the ever so slightly tiniest low V outside your hips if you need some assistance. 9 and 10. Stay hovered. Now open to a T. Your arms should stop just below your shoulders. We're still in a slight bent elbow. Arms hovering off the mat, and squeeze the underarms and pull the arms back into the hips. And open and squeeze. Here's 3 and 4 and 5. Now come back out below the shoulder and a wide T bicep curl. Try not to break at the wrist or sickle at the wrist. Try to keep the wrist nice and long to the hand. Keep breathing. Don't allow your neutral spine to move. Here's 7, 8, 9, 10. Now bring your arms up to a 90-degree position. Flip the palms away from you. Don't break the wrist. Now slide the arms up. The arms will probably be a little wider than the shoulder blades for the warm-up to keep them down on the mat. Feel the weight pressing the shoulder blades into the mat and lower back down to a hover 90-degree position. And up and hover. Raise and lower. Don't crunch the pecs to find this movement. Here's 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Keep the arms to the 90 degree. Walk your heels into your glutes. Your feet can be sits bones distance apart. Raise your hands up a little wider than the shoulders, right? We want a slight bend in the elbows. We're going to do articulation bridges, and we're going to add arm movements on. So we're going to inhale, exhale, imprint the spine. Tuck the tail, squeeze the glutes, lift up into an articulation bridge. Hold it here. Now bend at the elbows to a 90-degree position with the forearms and lift it back up. And bend to 90 degrees and lift it back up. If you feel it in your back, you're arching in your back, draw your ribs towards your hips and use your glutes to lift. And 1 more. And now articulation bridge down. Inhale, exhale, imprint the spine. Articulate up, 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 squeezing the glutes to lift without shifting in the ribs. The right arm goes back, the left arm goes to the hip, and switch. Not too far back. Try to bring the arm back over your nose. That's it. And hover the arm going down to the hip, just over the top of the hip. Palms face each other the whole time. arms back up to the ceiling, articulate back down. One more, we're gonna do half arm circles. So inhale, exhale, imprint the spine, tuck the tail, or lift. We're gonna start and stop right here with the sternum 12th rib. So we open up to the arm hover T, squeeze the hands to the hips and lift it back up with the sternum 12th rib. To the T, squeeze to the hips and lift. One more in this direction. Really squeeze the glutes here to lift those hips up, up, up. Lower the hands down to the hips, palms up to the T and lift. When you go down to the hips, flip the palms up to protect the shoulder. And articulate down. Bring the hands down by the side. You can release the balls, keep them close by. We're gonna do 3 hinge bridges, just a lower and lifting of everything all at once. Make sure not to flare the ribs when you do this. Inhale, exhale, hinge bridge, lift everything up at once and lower everything down together. Imagine there are 2 balloons on your hips, lifting them up, 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 and lowering them down, down, down. Let's do one more, and lift, 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 and lower, 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 lower. Extend the legs long. Bend the right leg into tabletop, extend it up to the ceiling. Let's do 5 single leg circles in each direction. Really ground through that left side. So the leg will go down and to the outside and up. And down, outside and up. Let's really focus on keeping that left side down today. So let's focus left on dragging the right leg across the center line of the body. And more focus on really engaging that left side. Now, let's go to the opposite direction. 5, and up through the center. 4. Go ahead and place one thumb on your ribs and a pointer finger on your hip and make sure you're not shifting. One more. Now leave that leg up at the ceiling. Bring the other leg up. Inhale, exhale, reach long, palms up. So we're opening up across the shoulder blades. So we're gonna do 5 scissors on each side. Whichever leg you like the most, you can reach away first and switch. And here's 2, and switch. 3, 4, and 5. Bring both legs up, lower the head, neck, and shoulders, lower just the right leg down. So our left leg is nice and lifted to the ceiling, right? Again, we're not going to cross the midline with the left leg. We really want to focus on grounding through the right side. So lower the left leg and circle away and lift. And lower and lift. And here's 3. And 4. And one more. And now reverse. Inhale and exhale through the center. 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Now lower that leg down. I'm going to go ahead and remove my balls, guys. I thought that I was being real fancy by keeping them right by my side. They were all over me doing leg circles and scissors. Whoops! So let's go ahead and extend our legs right up to the air. Without lifting our head, neck, and shoulders yet, we're going to interlace our fingers behind the base of our skull at the top of our neck. Thumbs long down the neck. Bring the elbows up into the periphery. Inhale, exhale, curl up. Look at your legs. We're going to inhale the legs away from us for 1, 2, 3, and exhale, lift. 2, 3, and lower down. 2, 3, lift. 2, 3, and here's 3. Don't lose that curl up. Drop the belly button to the spine. Make the head heavy in the hands. Down. 2, 3, lift. 2, 3. Bend your legs. Place your feet on the mat. Lower your head, neck, and shoulders, and extend your legs long at the same time. We're going to float our fingertips up out of our sternum 12th rib, palms facing each other. We're going to do 5 roll-ups, and then we're going to go into hundreds. We're going to do coordination. So, inhale. Imagine that your arms are out in front of you and you can't move them yet. So we're going to inhale, begin to articulate up. So our arms aren't going to swing. When our arms become parallel with the floor, we're going to keep them there, or a mat. So as we articulate over our legs, we're going to reach our arms up, biceps by ears if we're capable, unless we have shoulder issues. And then as we pull back down, we're going to keep our arms parallel until they get to the point where they're out of our sternum 12th rib. And then we're going to keep them there as we articulate back down. The point is to stop using our arms as momentum to swing up. So inhale. When our sacrum gets to peel off, we exhale and reach forward. Inhale to pull back. When our sacrum hits, or low back hits, we exhale to lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale back down. Bring your feet down by your side. Draw your legs to tabletop. Fingertips up out of your sternum 12th rib. Inhale, exhale to curl up, palms down. Extend your legs away from you to working level and begin pumping. One long continuous inhale. One long continuous exhale. Really squeeze your inner thighs and glutes. Drop the belly button to the spine. Draw the ribs together. Don't crunch your chin to your chest or lift it up too high. Make sure that you have enough room to crunch like an apple or an egg or an orange under your chin. Imagine you're fogging a mirror as you exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hug your knees. Rest your head, neck, and shoulders. Leaving your head, neck, and shoulders down. Find a nice position where your legs are still bent in, but your tail is flat on the mat. So your tail and your sacrum, your whole sacrum, so back of the hip bones, the tailbone, are flat on the mat. We're going to squeeze our biceps into our ribs, flip our palms up to the ceiling. We're not doing weights with this. I think it's too much for coordination. But we are going to tricep press, reaching long, really squeezing the triceps as we do this. So, inhale, exhale, curl up, extend your legs long. Turn your legs out to Pilates feet, separate your legs the width of the mat, squeeze them back together, come back to parallel, pull the legs in, keeping the sacrum flat, pull the hands in, rest your head, neck, and shoulders if you have to. Extend the legs, Pilates feet, and tap 1 and a 2. Parallel and pull, arms in. Inhale, exhale, extend. Turn it out and tap 1, 2, 3. Parallel, pull, legs, pull arms, rest head if you need to. Turn it out and 1, 2, 3, 4. Parallel, pull, pull your arms in, rest your head if you need to. Final one, 5 beats. Turn it out and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Parallel, pull your arms, rest your head, neck, and shoulders. Hug your legs. From there, we're going to roll to the side. Come up to sitting out tall. If you have low back, neck issues, or any other sorts of issues that preclude you, osteoporosis, osteopenia, that preclude you from doing rolling exercise, please do not do this exercise. We are going to be doing rolling like a ball. We're going to roll 10 times, and then we're going to do spine stretch and stop. So, I'm going to hug my feet in tight. My knees are going to be separated no wider than my shoulders. I'm going to tuck my tail, rock back, squeeze under my arms. I'm going to hold on somewhere below my knee or above my ankle. What I do not want to do is when I roll up, use momentum to swing my tail down to try to roll up. I will feel my low back go flat on the mat, and what I really need to do is I need to maintain a tight C-shaped curve the whole time so I can roll up and roll down continuously on my spine. So, I'm going to inhale, roll back, exhale up. Nice long continuous exhale. If you feel your tail slap on the mat, you've got a flat tire and you need to really draw that belly button to the spine. Draw the shoulders on the back, really squeeze under the arms. Here's floor. Let's hard to talk when you're in this position. 5, 6, here's 7, here's 8, here's 9, and here's 10. Hold it, place your feet down, press yourself back on your mat. Flex your feet, separate them a little bit wider than hip width distance apart. Actually, I'm going to grab my balls, I'm sorry. I'm going to go and grab my balls for this. I'm going to reach my arms in front of me out of my sternum 12 here. Palms up, so I'm not getting too far in front of my shoulders or too much in my shoulders. I'm going to inhale, begin to look down at my thighs. When I feel my shoulders start to peel away, I'm going to exhale. Reach my arms forward just a little bit, so not my shoulders, right? Inhale to pull back and exhale to pull up. It is a smaller spine stretch than usual because we have added the weight. Inhale, begin to peel my head, neck, and shoulders into a C-shaped curve. And as I begin to fold over my legs, I'm going to reach out just a little bit. My elbows aren't passing my knees personally. Inhale back, exhale up. Inhale, exhale forward. Inhale back, exhale up. The nice thing about the spine stretch with the balls, for me, the weights, is that I'm really able to feel myself releasing all the excess air out of my lungs. Which is originally what the exercise was meant to do, really, to exhale all the stale air out of your lungs. So from there, I'm going to rest my balls gently on my shoulders, and we're going to do saw. So I'm going to inhale, rotate towards the left, and exhale, Humpty Dumpty rock down, bringing my elbow between my knees. Come back up, come through center, rotate to the right, going tall, tall, tall. When I Humpty Dumpty down, I'm not going to go as far with my rotation because I'm not reaching with my hands anymore. So really, what's going to happen is my elbow's going to come between my knees if I'm keeping my hips stable here. And up. One more time to each side. And through center. And back through center. All right, go ahead and shake your legs up. Go ahead and fold over your legs briefly. I lost a burr in the back of my hair, I'm sorry. Go ahead and breathe into the back of your ribs, which is kind of what we were doing, more of a spine stretch anyways. It's just more of a relaxed way of doing it, which is nice. All right, go ahead and articulate up to sitting up tall. We're going to be doing bird dog. I like to do bird dog with the weights with both hands on the balls. I feel like it squares off my shoulders a little bit more. And not only that, it makes it a little bit more difficult on the stabilizing side of my body. But if you feel like it's too much, please release it at any time. Try not to break your wrist too much here. It's a lot easier with the handle weights if they're large enough to really not break the wrist. But like I said, I really prefer the ball weight because I feel like it uses less forearm ultimately. So I'm going to find a nice quadruped position. Go ahead and look in a mirror if you have one. Rotate the inner aspects of your elbow to the end of the mat to drive the shoulders down the back. Draw the belly up and in. Make sure you're not Pooh Bearing out the front. So draw the belly up and in, wrap the ribs together. Now from there, I'm going to take my left hand, I'm going to rotate it in so my palm is facing the other hand. And I'm going to pull it back to a 90-degree bend and release it down. And pull back to a 90-degree bend and release down. Here's 3 and 4 and 5. And now we're going to add on. So I'm going to pull back to a 90-degree bend, extend my arm behind me, bend it back to the 90 degrees, and lower it down. Pull back, extend 90 degrees, and lower. Here's 3. Here's 4. and here's 5. Now from there, I'm going to keep a slight bend in my elbow. I'm going to bring the arm to the side and lower. And here's 2. Don't lift the shoulder here. Think more of a hug a tree position. Now on 5, stay out there. Now give me 5 small circles in one direction. 3, 4, 5, and reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5, and lower it down. Now flip your hand so your palm is facing, your left palm is facing your left knee. Now lift it up and lower it. It might not come all the way up bicep to ear, and that's fine. It's a lot of weight, really, for a whole class. Here's 4. And here's 5. Draw that belly button spine. 5 small circles in each direction. And reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5, and lower it down. Now, rotate the inner aspects of both elbows to the front of the mat. You might want to walk your knees in a little closer together. Make that left leg light, flex the foot, donkey kick behind you. Since you are lifted up a little bit on the balls, your leg won't come up as much as you think it should unless you sway your back. Let's not do that. Let's keep a nice neutral spine and lower. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now stay there and pulse up for a 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend the leg long and tap the toe on the floor in a nice neutral spine. Go ahead and look down, make sure your hips are square. And lift and lower 1. Drop the shoulders down your back. 3, 4, 5, stay up at the top, and 10 small circles in each direction. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shoot energy out of those toes and reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and lower. Now, take your right hand off of the ball and place it on the mat. You can take your left hand off the ball as well for stability. Now, I'm on my forearm. My right fingers are resting on top of my left hand. I'm going to bring my left leg up to the side in a 90-degree position. There's a 90-degree bend from my body to my thigh, from my thigh to my calf, and my foot's flexed. And now I'm going to extend the leg behind me, shooting energy out of my heel, and bring it back to the donkey kick 90 degrees. And extend and bend. Here's 3 and 4. Try not to shift your weight on your standing leg. Now, pulse up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Point the foot and lower and lift. And lower and lift. Lift from that outer glute hip area. 4. And now 5. Stay up. 10 small circles in each direction. And reverse. My standing leg's the worst one. 8, 9, 10. Now lower it back down. Whew. Let's do the other side after we cat-cow. So just bring your hands down. Tuck your tail. Look into your thighs. Look up into an angry cat. Come down into the cow. Really drawing the shoulder blades down the back, tweezing the bottom tips of the shoulder blades. Lift up into a cat. And lower down into the cow. Let's do one more. Now, find your balls again. Find a nice quadruped position. When I do the arms, my legs are a little wider than the legs in bird dog. I should have mentioned that, but I did not. That's just a personal preference. I'm going to take my right hand and rotate it so that my palm is facing the left hand. From there, I'm going to bend my right arm into a 90-degree position, elbow to hip, and lower down. Do not lift the shoulder to get here. Here's 3 and 4 and 5. And now let's add on the extension. bend it to 90 degrees. Tricep extension behind you, bend back to 90 degrees and lower. 90 degrees, extend, 90 degrees and lower. 90 degrees, extend, 90 degrees, lower. 4. Woo! My triceps on my left arm are screaming right now. Now, keep the palm facing the left arm, slight bend, open it to the side, don't shift your shoulders to get here, and lower. And open to the side, 2. 3. 4. 5, stay up at the top and 10 small circles in each direction. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower the hand down. Readjust your left arm, guys, so that you're really rotating that inner aspect of the elbow to the end of the mat, because I feel it wanting to get my shoulder blade and let my shoulder blade take over. We don't want that to happen. Flip the palm on the right hand to face your right knee and float the arm up, slight bend, and lower 1. And lift up and lower 2. Lift up and lower 3. Here's 4. Belly button to spine, wrap the ribs, stay up at the top, 10 small circles in each direction. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now lower. Now rotate the inner aspects of the elbow to face the end of the mat. Walk the knees in towards each other, make the right leg light, flex the foot, donkey kick it up, and lower. If you have a mirror nearby, go ahead and make sure that you're not swaying in your back to get here. 3, 4, 5, stay up at the top and pulse up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, with the glutes, 2, 1, point the toe, bring it down. Make sure your hips are square. Make sure your belly button's to the spine, and lift the leg and lower. Woo. This leg is not as good as the other one for me. I'm tired, right? That's okay. Really draw that belly button up and do your best. Stay up at the top, 10 small circles in each direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the leg down. Bring the balls away from you. Come onto your left forearm, facing your right hand. Rest your left fingers on top of your right hand. Now, bring that leg out to a donkey kick, turned out to the side, a 90-degree bend from your body to your thigh, from your thigh to your calf, and flex your foot. Now extend your leg behind you, pressing through the heel, and bring it back. Don't shift weight on your left leg or you're stabilizing your standing leg. Here's 4. Now with the leg extended, pulse up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Point the foot, lower it down, and lift up for 1. Lower down, and lift up for 2. And lower, and lift for 3. And here's 4. And here is 5. Stay up. 10 small circles in each direction. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse. If you're wobbling a lot on your shin, on the standing leg, press through the top of the foot. Now, come back through the center. From there, we're going to press back into a child's pose. Really reach long to stretch up under the arms. Press your heels down to your glutes down to your heels. Now, without moving your hips, walk your hands to the left side to find that stretch along the right side. Now, walk your hands back to center. Walk your hands to the right side to find that stretch on the left side. Woo! Walk your hands back through center. Begin to articulate up slow with control. Head comes up last. My arms are shaking. So let's do some more arm work. All right. We're gonna sit on our heels. So if you would like support for under your knees, please feel free to find that. But if you are unable to do that, go ahead and do this work seated in a chair, crisscross applesauce in a diamond position,
on a cushion with a slight lift. You can modify for all of these positions if you're having knee problems, but I'm going to start at an angle, makes it a little easier on an elevated mat. I'm going to have my palms facing up in the front for right now, and I'm going to have a slight bend in my elbows. Now, from there, I'm going to lift straight up, 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 and lower back down. Now, I'm going to do it from the side real fast. Now, when I lift, it's as if someone's lifting me up out of a string, and I'm lifting straight up without hinging forward or using momentum, and lower back down. Wrap your ribs, draw your belly button to your spine, squeeze your glutes, and lift up from the center of your body. Let's do one more. Now let's add on. Now, we're going to lift up and press our arms behind us, tweezing the bottom tips of our shoulder blades, but not arching on our back and lower. One more like this, and then we'll add on. Find a nice open collarbone, belly button is spine. This is a very strong position. Stack your shoulders over your hips over your knees. Now, let's add the head rotation as we do it for chest expansion. And lift it up and reach behind you. Now look to the left without moving your shoulders. Center, the right, center, and release your arms. And now pull it back. And look to the right, center, left, center, release the arms. And press it back. A lot of times the challenge here, without having the weight of the straps from the reformer, now pull it back and look to the right first. To press into is finding that position, pressing through your shins, just like in bird dog, to stabilize yourself without tipping forward. My whole body is shaking right now from trying to do this, guys. It's very difficult. Right, center, left, center, and release. Now, from here, we're going to hinge forward slightly at the hips. Release your arms forward, but face your palms back, but draw your shoulders up, but don't want to just dangle there like this. Draw it back. Very strong position, right? Tuck the tail slightly, draw the belly button to the spine. Now press back with long lever arms for triceps and lower. And press. Really press through those shins again, guys. Reach the fingers or knuckles really far away from you. Good job. Here's 4. Don't let the shoulders just collapse in the front. 5, 6, 7. We're going to go to 10. Squeeze those inner thighs. Draw the belly button to the spine. Nice long line up. The tip drop the head through the tail. Stay up at the top. Now bend the elbows to the shoulders and straighten. 10, 9. Squeeze it. Belly button to spine. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the hands down. Stack the shoulders over the hips over the knees. We're going to reach the hands, palms up in front of us, out of sternum 12 rib. We're going to do thigh stretch here. It will not go back as far as you can go on the reformer. Heads up in case you fall backwards. So, from there, as if we're doing a plank backwards, reach it back. No, reach tall, 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 tall as you bring everything back up. And press it back. One long line. Imagine you're in a push-up position on your knees. And lift. We have 3 more. Here's 3. If you have knee problems, this is not the move for you. Please don't do it. Here's 4. Now let's do one more. And lift it back up. Now stack your shoulders over your hips over the knees, and bicep curl in and extend. The challenging part of this is not the weight of the balls or the weights, it is the load of the body in movement and space. So you really have to work really hard on stabilizing. 8, 9, and 10. Lower the arms down real fast, give them a shake. Bring them in front of you, in front of your sternum 12 there. Tap the balls in the center. Squeeze down, widen the collarbones. Inhale to open, and exhale to tap for hug a tree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring the elbows up to the wide position like we did earlier in class. Lift it overhead and lower. Don't tap the balls in the center. We don't need to crunch or lift our shoulders. Here's 4. Don't stop. 6. Stack the shoulders over the hips over the knees. Go ahead and check a mirror. 9. Oh my gosh, I'm shaking. 10. Now, bring the arms out to hug a moon. Flip them up. Or hug a tree. Now we're gonna hug a moon. Up over in front of the forehead and lower. 5, 4. Don't arch in the back. Go ahead and take a look. Here's 2. Almost there. Lower the hands down by your side. Float them up. Palms facing each other out of sternum 12 rib. Now pull back to the waist on the right side and rotate back to look at that elbow. Come back through center. Now pull back, bow and arrow. Rotate back on the left side to look at the elbow. The rotation is coming from the belly button. So nothing below the belly button is rotating. You shouldn't feel the rotation in your hips or your knees. One more rotation to each side. One more. Now, bring your hands down by your side, slight bend in the elbows. We're gonna do some arm circles. Lift the arms up in front of the forehead, circle down and around, slight bend in the elbows. Palms face up the whole time. Just really squeeze those glutes. Shoulders over the hips, hips over the knees. 4, I'm sorry. And here's 5, and we're gonna reverse. Really press into those shins. 5, this is our last exercise for arms, guys. 4, 3, 2, palms up the whole time. 1, sit back on your heels. Go ahead and remove the ball. Go ahead and roll the shoulders 3 times back. Roll the shoulders 3 times forward. Go ahead and take the hand, flip the palm up, pull the fingers down to the knee. Go ahead and flip the palm down, say stop, pull the fingers back to the nose. Go ahead and flip the palm down again, pull the fingers down to the knee. Flip the palm up, pull the fingers down to the knee. Flip the palm down, say stop, pull the fingers back to the nose. Flip the palm down, pull the fingers down to the knee. Now, let's do some back extension work. We're going to come down onto our backs. We're going to do swan and swimming. So, I'm going to squeeze my biceps into my ribs again. That seems to be a theme today. My hands are going to be underneath my shoulders. Think of coordination. Belly button to spine, wrap the ribs, squeeze the legs, squeeze the glutes. We're going to inhale, head is going to move first. We're going to slide the shoulder blades down the back. And we're going to exhale to lower. Inhale, head will move first. Don't look at the wall in front of you. You're going to break the continuous curve from your spine down through your tail. We don't want that. Inhale and lift. And exhale, lower. Now, extend your legs or your arms over your head. We're going to inhale, lift our right arm and our left leg by squeezing the glute to lift and lower. Now lift your left arm, right leg, and lower. Lift right arm, left leg, and lower. Left arm, right leg, and lower. Now lift both of them. If you can, bring your biceps by your ears, draw your belly button, your spine, and begin swimming. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. You shouldn't be rocking in your body. If you are, stop and start again.
Try to draw everything closer to the midline. Reach energy long enough through your fingers and through your toes. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop. Lower. Press back into a child's pose. From there, we're going to tuck our toes and begin to press back as we forward fold up from the child's pose if we're able to. We're going to inhale, exhale. I'm going to step off to the side of my mat. You guys don't have to do that. Articulate up, 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 up. Inhale up through center. And exhale down through the side. Guys, thank you so much for joining me for class today. If you have any questions or need any additional modifications, please feel free to reach out. Thank you.